Last year, I decided to try the famous 75 hard challenge, but things didn't really go as I had expected. This is the journey I went through. Today is day 1 of 75 hard. I'm doing my second workout, a little hike. So far, so good. When I started the challenge, I was already eating healthy and working out pretty regularly, but I wanted to take things to the next level. I had planned to run a marathon that year, so before starting with the training for that, I wanted to build a better base. As it turns out, you have to be a little bit organized if you want to get 2 workouts in a day. So what we've started doing is to wake up 1 hour earlier and get a workout out of the way first thing in the morning, so that way if something were to happen in the afternoon, we just have 1 workout left to do, which can be a walk, and that's easy to do pretty much anywhere at any time. As I knew it would happen during this challenge, something came up in the afternoon and I had to get a really late workout in at night. Really glad I decided to start doing a workout in the morning, because honestly at 10 p.m. how on earth are you supposed to do 2 workouts? No idea, but shit happens, you need to adapt. It's definitely better to plan. As they say, fail to prepare or prepare to fail or something like that. I don't know, but I probably would have missed this day of the challenge. From the very beginning, I was really driven and motivated. I started waking up earlier so that I could fit one of the 2 workouts first thing in the morning. It was tough getting used to so much working out. I wasn't sleeping much and I was pretty tired, but I was kind of enjoying it. It's day 6 of the challenge and today is the first day that I'm actually struggling. I've had a couple of late night workouts so far in the challenge, but today is one of those days where I just want to lay on the couch and rest. I'm really tired, my legs hurt, I've already gone on a walk, and I'm doing a strength training session now with heavy squats, so not really looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll get a good night of sleep today and tomorrow will be better. Day 7, today was the first day of pretty bad weather and being really sore, but we got it done anyway, and that's what's important. Plus, running in the rain is also pretty fun. To be fair, the toughest part for me was drinking all that water. I do think that amount of water for a 200-pound man might be reasonable, but for a small woman like me, it's a bit too much. Despite struggling at times, I pushed through. I tried to rest as much as I could and went on many walks as part of one of the daily workouts. I had no doubt in my mind I was going to finish that thing. At least, that's what I thought. Not every day is going to be a good day. Today hasn't been that great, actually. I'm pretty exhausted. I haven't slept well at all this week, probably because I'm PMSing. I've just started with allergies, my partner is sick, my pet got sick tonight, so I got like zero sleep. But I'm also feeling guilty because I feel like I've done way too many walks this week, but I don't want to run myself into the ground either, so I'm trying to balance things out and keep pushing through this challenge, but also trying to rest and recover. I don't know how others do it, but I always struggle with feeling guilty for not doing enough and giving my body the rest it needs. But I really don't want to do 2 walks in a day, so I'm going to push myself. I'll try to catch up on sleep tonight, make myself and my partner an immune boosting smoothie, and try to run for the second workout of the day. Day 21, I got sick, so today is going to be a rest day. My 2 workouts are going to be 2 walks, which, to be fair, is pretty tough for me right now, so I'm fine with that. Day 25, a third of the way there. I'm no longer sick and I'm finally feeling like I'm getting into the groove of things. I wish I had more consistent energy levels because I've been going between really high energy days and the next day I crash. I'm tired, exhausted, so that's probably not the best, but all in all I've been feeling way better this week. It's been tricky more from a time management aspect, plus I kind of got injured a couple of days ago. I've been dialing back a little bit the training because of that, so I'm still doing 2 workouts, but I'm trying to take things slowly with my lower body. Apart from the injury, I've been feeling pretty great, but I've had this weird feeling of Groundhog Day, and every day just feels like the same. So I've added journaling and meditation to the rules, just as a way to ground myself and be more present, reflect on what I'm doing each day, even if there are some small little details that I can appreciate, so that this challenge doesn't end up feeling like a massive blur of working out and drinking water, basically. After the first month, I had gotten used to the amount of water and training and taking my daily picture, and I was starting to see some differences in my physique. I even thought I might have a 6-pack for the first time in my life by the end of it. But as it turns out, life sometimes has other plans. My legs had started to feel really heavy on my morning runs, and it felt like I was dragging a little bit. Then on day 40 I felt really dizzy while taking a shower, but I didn't really think much of it at the time. However, on day 41 things took a turn for the worse. I had an appointment at the dentist and they had to remove a tooth, so they put me some local anesthetics. I got really dizzy again, but pushed through and got through the procedure. But by the time I got out of the clinic, I completely blacked out and ended up in the hospital. After some blood work and tests, they sent me home without an answer, telling me I was super healthy. But I knew I wasn't feeling well, and that was officially the end of the challenge. I wish I could have an answer for what happened, but I really don't. But that week I went back to the ER a couple of times until I finally got hospitalized for about a week. I was feeling dizzy all the time, to the point of even struggling to turn my head. I could barely move. I was pretty much bedbound for about a month. I had heart palpitations, tachycardia. I could barely think or process anything. Even reading or looking at my phone was too much. And the only treatment I received was an iron infusion just before they let me out of the hospital, because my ferritin was kind of low, and well, they only did that because my family insisted that I wasn't feeling well and that they just please do something. And after that, it took me about 4 months to recover and to be able to live a more or less normal life again. But now, over a year later, I'm still not 100% recovered. My body still does some weird stuff sometimes, and I haven't really been able to run that much because my legs still feel like concrete when I try. The point of making this video was not to try and scare anyone. I just felt like I needed to tell my story. I have tried so many things to get back to where I was physically before this. Some things have worked better than others, but I'm still open to any advice. If you have it, let me know. So even after the experience I had, I would still recommend this challenge. I don't blame what happened to me on the challenge or anything. I still think it's a great challenge. It helps a lot with building discipline. It helps you establish good habits and a good daily routine. However, I do think it's a pretty tough challenge if you're not used to working out, so that can take a toll on your body pretty quickly. I would advise you to at least do some yoga or have some of your workouts be walks and hikes and that type of stuff, something that's lower in intensity so you can keep up with it for the whole challenge. And now, to end the video, I want to share some of the things that helped me, mainly being pretty organized, meal prep, having your water bottle filled out the night before, having a workout plan and knowing what workouts you're going to do, even though I was still flexible enough to adjust depending on how I was feeling each day. And as I said at the beginning of the video, getting one of those 2 workouts in first thing in the morning. Also, if you're interested, I made a tracker that you can use to measure your progress. It's linked in the description below. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give me a like, and see you guys in the next one.